This week, Paranormal Investigations has travelled to Lancashire to investigate one of the most stunning, stately homes in the area. The building has a vivid history of witches, murder, ghosts, suicide, and hauntings to this very day. Whatever secrets lay within, David and his team of mediums, Jeanette Greenoff and Paul Humphreys, are going to investigate the paranormal mysteries of Samlesbury Hall.
Hello and welcome to Paranormal Investigations. Tonight we're here at Samlesbury Hall near Preston in Lancashire. It's renowned to be one of the most haunted locations in Britain. The spirits that reside here are said to include the legendary White Lady, Dorothy Southworth, who died of a broken heart. The White Lady has been seen on many occasions in the hall and grounds. There's one particular spot that many strange things have happened. It has been reported that people have been slapped on the back of their heads.
Somebody's just stroked the top of my head.
There has been uncomfortable feelings from wedding guests, and shadows have been seen throughout the building.
Just saw a figure of a man just walk straight past this fireplace.
Me and my team are looking forward to spending the next few hours investigating the fantastic Samlesbury Hall. Good evening, Paul. So you've obviously never been to Samlesbury Hall before.
Other than coming here tonight, I have never been to the hall. I've not really heard anything about it either, given the fact we live on the East Coast. It's not really in our neighbourhood, so to speak, so it's my first time here.
Obviously, it's a fantastic building.
Very prestigious, it's beautiful.
Do you want to tell us how you work with your spirit team? So do you see, do you feel, do you hear?
Since being a little boy, David, I've seen, heard spirit, felt them, and it's grown through all my life. And in the latter years, in the last 10, 15 years, I've started to learn how to make communication with them. So it's been a lifelong journey since birth.
So tell me, Paul, are you actually picking anything up at the moment?
Yes, I'm feeling at least 9 active spirit people here tonight. One of which I just feel very apprehensive about. There's this feeling of them not wanting us here tonight. So it's going to be a very interesting evening.
So what sort of things do you think we'll experience tonight, Paul, inside Samlesbury Hall?
Well, I'm hoping, given the size and the magnitude of this building and the amount of spirit people that's here, that we're going to get some auditory things, some knocks, some bangs. A lot of people may get to feel things tonight, because walking just around for the last 10 minutes, I can feel them very, very close by. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get a good night.
Okay, Paul, so you ready to start the walk around?
Indeed I am.
Let's go. Okay, Paul, so this is the parlour.
Yeah.
Another fantastic room. Do you feel you're picking anything up in here at all? Or?
David, absolutely. I'm just feeling this real sense of sadness, and I'm very drawn outside as well as I'm picking up information here.
Okay.
And I'm very well aware of a younger lady. I've not been able to ascertain age, but I would probably place her maybe late 20s. And this lady, she connects through to me. I just feel nothing but sadness, crying, wailing, and I feel that this lady is very, very active within these walls and outside as well.
So she roams, you think?
Absolutely.
The total building. Okay.
And I feel this lady that she's been seen on multiple occasions by the general public. Okay. And I feel like there's been sightings here. And I feel with her as well this absolute hatred, for members of her family.
Right,
that,
okay.
I don't know if she's been betrayed, and I just feel she hates her brothers, she hates her father for what they had done to her. Right, and she lives in torment, this lady, and she walks these grounds, and I feel that she never found love, this lady. She'd met a gentleman, she keeps drawing me out here. She met a gentleman from another family that they had fallen in love, and her family did not approve of this gentleman, and they hated him. And I feel as well that this could be to do with like religions. I've got Catholics.
A split between the religions.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Catholics that would belong here, of the Catholic faith, and then we've got a Protestant faith from her lover.
Right, okay.
And her father and her brothers and her family did not approve. And I feel very drawn to the fact that they used to have secret rendezvous, okay? That she would go out there, somewhere out there, and meet this young man. And I feel she got caught. She got caught, and there was bloodshed out there somewhere.
There was bloodshed?
There was bloodshed. There was 2, maybe 3 people that was grouped together that lost their lives over this situation, okay?
Quite a serious situation.
Absolutely,
then, yeah.
and her lover, he had been slaughtered out here, okay? And I feel that his friends that was with him had also lost their lives that night.
Were you able to dig and find a name with her at all?
Yes, would be the Dorothy, of Dorothy.
Okay.
And there may be a name of James Horton.
James Horton.
Horton, something Horton. And the family would be Horton, and I think he's called James, and she's Dorothy. And they killed him. And she is never forgiven. And she would have lived here. But then she was taken away from here as well. Really sad this is, and bless her heart. But the best of it is as well, David, there's more information that I'm getting, that this man, this Horton, this guy Horton, he knew of dirty dealings that was going off in this building, and he was going to expose them. So not only that we've got information about this rivalry between religions, but he had seen things that had gone off in this building. What that is, I'm not certain, but he was going to go and challenge the family, but they took his life first.
Right, okay.
She was taken away from this building. I don't know if she'd been banished and incarcerated and gave up on life. And that's how she lost her life. She gave up on life. She didn't eat, she didn't drink. Her heart was broken.
Do you feel that she passed here, Paul?
No, I don't feel like she was passed here, but she would have belonged here. Wherever she passed was outside of this building, but I feel like she was taken away, that she was kind of imprisoned, whatever that would mean.
Okay.
And that's where she lost her life, but she comes back here looking for this lovely man.
Okay.
And after all these centuries, I feel people have seen her walking around.
Right, okay.
So we may get more information as we go along.
Of course, yeah.
Well, my heart is pounding right now, I'm really feeling it.
So shall we move on then and see what else we get?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, okay. So obviously, Paul, this is the Great Hall. Are you picking anything up in here at the moment at all?
I just want to go over this way just a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I'm aware of another gentleman, but he's coming from a different timeline, this man. And I feel more around maybe 1870s, 1880s. But the feeling I got from him was this sense of putting a gun to my head and taking my own life. And why yet, I'm not certain, but this man ended his own life. And I don't think it was in this particular room or another room, but certainly on the lower levels of this building, I know this man had taken his life.
Are we getting any more information with
Yeah,
maybe
I'm starting to
name
get more information now. I'm feeling the name of Joseph will be linked around this man. I think this was the man's name.
Joseph, okay.
And I'm certainly know that this man was very flamboyant and would hold great events here in this building, and people from all over would come here, and he'd put big parties on, he'd put a lot of money into this place, and he threw a lot of his money away. And I'm feeling people of positions, maybe things like actors, musicians, writers,
high up people,
absolutely, would come here and have fun. And then eventually it appears that he squandered it all away. He squandered it all away, and then he couldn't live with the fact that this place would go somewhere else, and took his own life.
Okay.
That's how it happened.
Do you think you could possibly get a surname with this man?
think it sounded like Harrison.
Harrison.
Okay.
Joseph
Harrison.
Sorry, okay.
He's the one that I felt of the 1800s.
So we'll check that up later on.
Okay. So I'm ready to go around somewhere else,
Okay,
I think
move
now.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Okay, Paul, so the main entrance of the building.
Okay.
What are your thoughts initially as you walk in here? What are you picking up at the moment?
What I'm feeling, David, is this surge of soldiers, okay? And we're going back maybe again towards the end of the 1500s to the early 1600s. These soldiers
Quite
that's
early
come
times.
in,
Yep.
but I'm going right up there to where I feel
Okay.
that, I don't know if this is the John and Thomas, the family that I mentioned earlier, where there was hiding people here, people of priests that was hidden within this building because of the changes in faith in the community at that time.
Okay.
As the Catholic faith was quite strong, but the Protestants have come in, and I feel there was hiding Catholic priests within these grounds. And I see soldiers that were sent from the throne that would come here looking to execute. To execute priests. And I feel I want to go upstairs, and I feel I'm going to get a stronger link as I go upstairs.
Right, okay. Do you want to go upstairs
yes,
now?
please.
Okay,
if
let's
I may.
go.
Thank you.
So we're now in the bedroom quarters, Paul.
Yeah.
What are you feeling in here? What's your...
But I'm also being made aware now, David. I'm also aware of a lady called Jane. Okay. Now, this lady called Jane, please, I feel she was brought into the family, that she was married into the family. But this name of Christopher, again, is coming up very, very strongly, that he accused Jane of witchcraft. He accused Jane of witchcraft, but I've also been told that this Jane had strong links with the Pendle witches. Okay, that
which is obviously not too far from here.
Exactly. And there's also, I feel, I don't know if this is truths in this or untruths, but the accusations made that Jane had ate a baby.
She ate
a baby. I feel these accusations that have been made may have not been true. Okay, and I feel that through the law that she had been tried, but then released. So they couldn't find evidence. So I can't tell you 100% certain if she did do these things or they were just purely accusations. But obviously, Jane was very pleased that she didn't get hung.
Of course,
so she lived her life. Okay. But she's still quite active around this home as well. Absolutely.
Okay, Paul, let's carry on.
Excellent.
What are you actually doing now?
Okay, I've seen several things. These soldiers coming up here and going up to the priest's room. Okay.
Right.
I want to go to the priest's room.
Okay.
That's where I need to
over
be.
to there, and then
that's where I need to be. As I come into this really small space, but the energy here is so strong. It's so strong. It's almost as if I'm on my hands and knees like this, and I'm praying. And I didn't know it was coming. And these men steamed into this space, these soldiers, and would have lopped this priest's head straight off. And I feel here just masses of blood around me. Okay. And I just feel this poor priest was hiding here. And I know that his name would also be John. This priest. Okay. And he would be John. And this links now I'm picking up with like Southworth. Like Sir John Southworth.
Okay.
Even like St. John, I'm not sure, like St. John or Sir John, but this priest, he had his head cut off here. And I feel that people coming and visiting into this place would maybe even see the stains of the blood around. I feel he comes here a lot, and maybe he's been seen by people as well, and certainly where the blood had been spilled.
Right.
People, I feel, of the general public may have been into this space and actually even physically seen the blood still here.
Right.
That's the only way I can describe it. But this poor soul still walks these grounds, and just such a man of great religion here, and would not hurt a soul. Lost his life that day because of his religion, and it's just very sad. and I feel he still runs this building, and may even make a communication with us tonight.
Okay,
Maybe
wonderful.
he's going to do a few things, and I hope he does.
Let's hope we do get some more
Absolutely.
communication from him.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Okay, shall we move on, Paul?
Yeah, yes please.
Wonderful. Good evening, Jeanette, and welcome to Samlesbury Hall.
Thank you.
So you had no idea where you were going this evening, but you have been to Samlesbury Hall before.
I have, David, been here for a clairvoyance evening to raise funds for the building.
So did you experience any phenomena at all the last time you came to Samlesbury Hall?
Oh, I did. A lady walked, I can't remember which room it was, but a lady walked from one end of the room to the other, turned to me and just nodded. I was chuffed a bit, said hello to her. So I'm hoping that this lady's here tonight.
So how do you actually work with your spirit team, Jeanette? Do you see, do you feel, do you hear? How do you connect with them?
Very lucky. I do hear, I do see, and I do sense as well. So I'm hoping that all gifts are working tonight.
So what do you think we will experience tonight at Samlesbury Hall?
I feel very excited, and I know I have seen children as we've been sat here filming tonight. There's a lot of children in here.
So you're already picking things up?
Already picking things up. There's been obviously tragedy in this building because it is, I think, 1300. That's what they've been telling me already. So I'm just waiting now to link in with them and see what else they've got to tell me.
Okay, so we're ready to do the walk around then, Jeanette?
Oh, yes.
Come on, let's crack on. Now this is a beautiful room, Jeanette. This is the chapel.
There's a beautiful feeling.
What are you actually picking up in here? Are you connecting right away?
It's not always been beautiful.
Okay.
There's been somebody killed it.
How do you think that is? It male, female? Have you got anything with it as of yet?
A male.
You feel it's a male?
Male, and
Okay.
I just see a big knife, and I just feel as
You
if
feel-
his head's, well, I've seen his head just being taken off.
His head's been actually chopped
Yes,
off.
yes,
Quite graphic.
yes,
Yeah.
very graphic. I
Okay.
feel quite sick actually. It was done from behind.
It was done from
It
behind.
was done from the behind. People have, thank you, he's telling me that he's been around when people have thought they've seen. It's a lady that walks the building that I've seen before,
Yeah.
and she looks after these children.
I've actually just seen an odd book there then.
Right,
As I
fine.
looked up then, there was
They
a
love,
light.
they go
yeah.
round here, they
Yeah.
love it, they love this room. And he's saying that now they come in on the modern weddings, they come in and there's photographs and orbs of these children. They're telling me they love to play at the weddings.
So you feel people that come in here for the weddings actually
now,
see
the weddings now,
on the photographs
they're
that they're
actually
taking?
coming through now on the photographs.
Okay.
And they love and they play. It's like a theatre to them, this. They love it.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Really pleased.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, let's move on, Jeanette. Now, obviously, this is the parlour gel. So, are you picking anything up in here at all?
I've got a very bad-tempered man here.
A bad-tempered man?
Bad-tempered man. I feel angry. I feel agitated.
Okay.
Obviously, that's my clairsentience here. A lot of decisions were made in this room. And a gentleman saying he's lost everything.
Right, okay.
He's drinking. This man's lost everything in this. This has been...
Right, okay.
He's hit folk.
Like lashing out, sort of.
He's lashing
Yeah.
out. He's not being good to his wife.
Okay.
There's been school teaching here. Children learning. They're still not here. They've still not come in.
Okay.
That's how I feel. That's how I
Okay.
feel. This is a body. A body.
There's a
and
body
coff-
on the floor.
And there's a, no. He's in a coffin. He's in a
Okay.
coffin, he's here. Freezing, absolutely freezing. There's a coffin.
So you feel somebody's been laid out in here?
Yep.
Okay. Right. The person in the coffin, Jeanette, do you know anything about him? Can you get anything at all?
I do. He's thin, he's small, he's no hair here, and he's got hair. It's not very nice actually. I feel really agitated.
Really agitated.
I
with
feel
him?
really agitated
Okay.
with him. Really agitated.
Okay.
And he's never left this building.
How do you think he passed, Jeanette? Can you get anything at all with that, or
I think he's been killed.
he's been murdered?
I think he's been murdered. And I'm
Okay.
hoping you can get that verified.
Okay, we certainly
But
will at
this
the end.
man was murdered.
He was murdered.
Yes.
Can you get a name with him?
James.
James. Okay.
Yes.
Any surnames at all that you can
Not at
dig
the
for?
minute, no.
That's fine.
Not
so
at the
we'll
minute,
see.
no.
Do you want to move on and see what else we
Yes,
get further on?
I do, please.
Okay, let's
Thank
move
you.
on. Okay.
Yeah, I feel
Alright.
chesty, and I'm struggling for my breathing, and I feel anxious, and I haven't been in this part before either, so
No.
somebody's hung themselves here. That's how I feel. And I couldn't breathe, it's gone, so I'm taking it that that's
Right.
correct.
Okay, we'll see if we can get that clarified later
I-
on. No problem.
Yeah, please.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank
make
you.
our way upstairs.
Oh,
Now, this is the
Ooh.
priest room.
yeah, I can see him. I can see him.
You're
This
picking-
man, yeah, this man has. I mentioned before that somebody had been beheaded.
Right.
There was
You
his
feel-
head. Well, I've seen his head just being taken off.
His head's been actually chopped
Yes,
off.
but I've got a feeling it's this.
You're just picking this energy up.
This energy up.
Right.
It's the same person
Okay.
that got beheaded. That is for Sir. I want to sit in his chair.
Okay.
There's blood still
There's blood.
here.
Right, okay.
I see a lot of blood.
You're actually physically
And
seeing the
I'm
blood.
seeing blood,
Okay.
and as if it's cleaned. I'm also. I'm on the seas.
You're on the seas.
I'm on the seas, and I'm actually. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm seeing a whale. I don't know
Right.
why I'm seeing a whale
Okay.
and harpooning a whale
Right.
in here.
In this particular room.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why.
The person that's been beheaded, and we can see lots of blood.
Yes.
Can you get an age or a name with this person at all?
I just got Brother John.
Brother John.
That's all I got.
And how do you think he's connected to the building?
He's connected to the monks in the building.
Okay, so he's connected to the monks.
He's
Okay.
connected to the monks. He's come from there, that other room, into here.
Okay. So hopefully then when the lights go down again we may be able to
Yeah.
pick something here then, Jeanette.
Yeah, please.
Okay, let's move on. If anybody is in this room with us now, please give us a sign. Maybe show us an orb, light form. How's that? Sit down. Please make yourself known, make a noise. Please give us a sign. So,
Oh my god, there's something going on.
is there really?
Yeah, there is.
I'm feeling a bit easy already. Please make yourself known to us. Maybe touch one of us. Try and move something. Make a noise, maybe. What do you keep saying? So just before we leave, if there is anybody else with us, please make a noise. Show yourself. Please knock. Thank you. What's that? Penny, what was that?
It was a bang!
Thank you. If that was you, please
Do it again, do it again.
do make another noise. What the hell is that? Please show us an orb. Oh,
Oh, wow,
God.
that's ace. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Don't! Definite bangs in here.
That is absolutely pounding.
And if we all go in.
I did. This is gruesome. This is blood.
It is.
And there's mass of blood.
That's what I
Mass.
said when I came up.
Mass.
I think,
It
yeah, Paul
smells.
thinks it up really well
Yeah.
as well.
Right, it stinks. And this is
This poor guy was just doing his prayers. And they stampeded this area and off of his head. And the blood.
everywhere.
And this was the John that I mentioned. There was more than one John.
Right.
This gentleman, this priest,
Yeah,
he was called John,
right.
and he was a Catholic priest, and soldiers are coming and decapitated him.
Do you feel this is this man, Paul,
This is
that's
this.
tried to connect with you?
Oh,
Yes.
definitely, there's no
Yeah.
question about it.
Please make a noise for us.
I don't know if he was picking up anything, but I could feel some just touching the back of my head there, Jeanette.
Yeah, I was being touched here.
I'm
You've been touched-
absolutely boiling
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
On the camera.
You okay, Paul?
There's more. There's more coming from this room now, Jeanette.
There's more than one murder.
There is. There's more than one. And I picked up predominantly this man of John, but there's been more. There's more that's happened in here.
He's just touched me. Yeah.
You okay?
Yes, yeah. Just it felt like somebody's just struck the top of my head. This man was murdered by three.
He was executed.
Executed by three. We're all better with that now. I'm
Okay.
calming down a bit now.
Move through.
Thank you.
This is obviously the room that Penny and I came in and did the vigil earlier on. If there's anybody with us now in this room, please give us a sign. Show yourself in light form. Paul, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you picking something up at the moment?
Just felt really strange for a moment then.
What was that?
Can you not hear something?
It was like a...
Yeah, I heard a sigh or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cry. It's a cry. The
Whoa.
round here. The round here.
Yeah,
I can hear
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Something
I can
in
feel
here. Just stay quiet a minute. Do that again.
I heard that.
I heard that. That was like a... Can you do that again?
Go on, do that again.
I heard it again. Can you make that sound louder for us, please? What the
What was that? That's like, that's
don't
not
know.
normal, is it?
No, that
But I
was
said
heavy
she
breathing.
likes-
That was...
What was that? The longest
Yeah.
breath I've ever taken.
Can you feel that breeze?
Yeah,
It's
it's
absolutely
there.
freezing here.
Yeah, it is. Freezing.
Do you know what it sounded like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did actually.
Yeah. Paul, you okay?
Oh, I feel awful sat here. Just don't like the feeling in this room at all. They're all around us, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's almost as if there's one or two of them that don't really want us here.
Correct. I got actually that
Yeah.
before.
And even before
Yeah.
I arrived here tonight, you know, I was saying to Penny in the car that there's this feeling like they don't want us here. Well, some of them.
Do you feel they're actually with us now,
Oh yeah.
within the room?
This
Yeah.
room's active.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Sorry, I saw something
What's
moving. It was
that?
just,
Wow.
it was just
Did you not get
no,
it?
no.
Oh.
Oh my god, yeah. Sorry.
It's alright, it's alright.
Did you find the bones in the walls?
What bones?
I don't know.
Is that what you've just got?
I don't just come straight out of my mouth. Did you find the bones in the walls? What does that mean? Does anybody know? That
Maybe the fireplace downstairs.
the bones in the walls.
Can you get anything else with it, Paul? Do you feel it's in
No.
here?
We'll ask verification later on. Some bones have been hidden or found.
Are you picking up anything behind me there, Chris?
There's a man stood behind you.
It's making me feel very, very uneasy.
Yeah. It's a small man.
Tell you what, Jeanette, I don't know about you, my lovely, but both of us have been around the spirit for many, many years, but this is making me feel really, really on edge.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like this before.
Okay, yeah, so with the four of us, I've suggested to David you be the speaker, and you are for no, I am for yes, child, adult, age, let's see where we go, how's that?
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
okay, let's do it, I'll go.
Okay. So if there's anybody here with us now, try and move the glass to show us first of your presence. Yeah, it's definitely vibrating.
Oh, you're doing very, very well.
If
It's
there
a
is-
lot of energy. Whoa.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, great.
No, lovely. No. You said
Great.
no.
So we're going to go to Jeanette if it's yes.
we're
Me
here.
if it's
Wow, brilliant, good evening. Go back to the middle. That's lovely. I do.
no. So, are you female?
Yes. Oh, I know it is.
Got a shock on my finger.
Yeah, she's doing it brilliant.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is really freaky.
oh, it's lovely.
I'll take over.
Is there anybody else with us at the table at this time, in this room with us now? Can you please move the glass for us?
Whoa!
Whoa! Wow. Well, you've done very well tonight. You've done brilliant, all of you.
Thank you for connecting. Can you please make a noise for us? Maybe get some orbs on the camera. You okay? Pick anything up.
Whoa, it's going to go off. Yes and no. Whoa, playing. Oh my god. The second hand off. Oh, it's going on its own. Okay, we got the energy.
Oh my word!
Oh my god.
He's
Okay. Okay,
Settle down, please.
stop.
Talk to
Wow.
us, talk to
Is-
us. We know that you're here.
Is this person John?
Whoa, it's going on its own. You've got some energy.
It actually is physical. Gordon, do you want to come on the glass? You sure?
Hi John, we know you're here. Come on, slow it down please.
Okay, slow it down.
John.
Okay. Have we all had links with this gentleman tonight, please? On the evidence? Yes. Yes. Wow. Well, John, you've been brilliant. I know. Well, Jim.
John,
Okay.
stop it a minute.
That's his name.
Are you happy that the ladies are here tonight?
He's debating.
Oh, thank you.
No.
John, please accept them. They haven't come to do any harm to you. They're just coming to do some filming to show that Samlesbury Hall is still alive with your love. So please help Jeanette and Paul, but don't be aggressive.
No. I come with a lot of love, John, and I come to help you. And you know I have not got any bad malice in me at all. That's lovely. You've linked in with me tonight. You've been brilliant. Okay, John. Okay.
John?
John? Okay.
John? Is Alice with you?
Yes.
Yes. Is Dorothy with us also?
Yes.
Slow down, John.
Very excited.
John, are you still upset that Dorothy fell in love with Richard?
No. That's good.
Thank you, John.
That's good.
That's brought you peace.
Peace.
Just to let people know, Gordon, who is with us, who's asking the questions, is actually the old caretaker here at Samlesbury Hall.
Yes, no. Yes, no.
Oh my
Yes,
word,
no.
what's going on here?
Yes, no. Yes, no.
John, stop it. Please.
Oh,
I'm feeling seasick.
I think
I
it's...
am, yeah. I am.
Can I ask a question?
What's the matter, Paul? What do you just think?
Just saw a figure of a man just walk straight past this fireplace.
Yeah.
I've got all
Yeah.
goosebumps now as well.
Oh my word.
John, can you allow Joseph to come through, please?
No. Yes. Joseph has taken over Johnny likes.
John, come on, step back. Let Joseph come through.
John, can we ask you to come back later? We know you're here. That's lovely.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. What's the...
Thank you.
I've got a little bit of a connection with Johnny here. So
I think you picked a Joseph early, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did as well.
And
Yeah.
also John.
Yeah, and John.
Okay.
There you go. We're talking a bit fast for you. We do apologise. Yes. Okay.
Joseph, can you come forward onto the table for us?
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
That's it, lovely.
Thank you, Joseph. You all right,
He's
Paul?
the one.
This man ended his own life.
Joseph.
Lovely. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Joseph, do you still like ladies?
Yeah. Look at me and Penny. Oh yes, he likes the ladies. Good evening, Joseph.
Joseph, can you touch one of us?
Yeah.
Can,
Okay.
can you touch one of the ladies?
I'm not saying at all I'm a lady, but I've been absolutely freezing. Okay.
John's just come back in.
John's come back in. John's come back in. Wanted to touch. Okay.
Has anybody else gone stone cold around here
Yeah,
now?
I
This
have.
is
Can I ask a question then, John? I would
love for one of the children's to learn how to play with the glass. Oh, thank you. Go back to the middle then. Okay, John.
Ring the roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue.
Wow. Oh,
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. John, are you wanting help to go over to the spirit realms? There is nothing to be scared of, John. You've seen a light. You've seen a beam of light. You have to move the glass and let me know what you want. Have you seen the beam of light? He's unsure. He's unsure whether he wants to go or not. You've tried, okay. People have tried to help you before. Yes, and you're stuck where you are. Yeah, you're debating. Okay. He's not having it. You can't help him, you have to stay where you are then, John. You have to stay where you are then, John. You understand what I got then, didn't you?
Are you picking anything up, Paul?
Things have just
Oh,
gone.
gone. Oh,
I don't think he wants to go.
I think he's left the table.
He's left the table because I was touching on something.
I'd just like to say thank you so much for communicating with us with us. Thank you very much.
He's gone looking. He's gone looking for the beam of light and he's gone looking.
Good night, you family.
There's been school teaching here.
There used to be a private school in the early 1800s run by Mrs. Harrison. It was for girls, but it was for girls and boys, and they boarded here.
People of priests that was hidden within this building because of the changes in faith.
That the priest would hide here.
That is correct.
Paul had picked up in one of the rooms that there was a gentleman with a gun.
There's this sense of putting a gun to my head and
Right, okay.
taking my own life.
That actually committed suicide by shooting himself in the head. Is that correct?
Yes, that was Mr. Harrison, Joseph.
I think it sounded like Harrison.
Harrison. Okay.
Joseph Harrison.
Sorry, okay.
He's the one that I felt of the 1800s.
He actually lived in the 1860s, 1870s at Samlesbury Hall, and he lost money through the banks, and he had a big textile firm, and he couldn't go to his dad to ask, so he actually shot himself upstairs, and he wanders upstairs very often.
Obviously we know that Samlesbury Hall is used for weddings today. It is been noted by our mediums that on the photographs
They're
that they're
actually
taking,
coming through now on the photographs.
there has actually been some maybe orbs or shadows seen in the photographs. Is any of that correct?
Yes, it has been known to be there.
But this name of Christopher again is coming up very, very strongly that he accused Jane of witchcraft.
Jane Southworth and others were accused of witchcraft by a priest in the Church of Rome called Christopher.
But the accusations made that Jane had ate a baby.
She ate
A baby. That through the law that she had been tried but then released.
They were also accused of killing and eating a 12-month baby, but were later acquitted of these charges in court.
Jeanette's also picked up on a bad-tempered gentleman.
I've got a very bad-tempered man here.
A bad-tempered
Bad-tempered man.
Bad-tempered
Yes, the only person that's very bad-tempered is John Southworth. So he was very ignorant, he didn't like ladies. John, stop it a minute. Are you happy that the ladies are here tonight?
He's debating.
There was some workmen doing work here, and it snowed very heavily. They couldn't leave the building, so they actually got their heads down in the main entrance, and they saw a young boy climbing down, but he was very breathless.
Yeah, I feel chesty, and I'm struggling for my breathing, and I feel anxious, and I haven't been in this part before either.
Paul picked up great sadness with a lady called Dorothy in the parlour room. Are we able to dig and find a name with her at all?
Yes, would be the Dorothy of Dorothy.
Okay. I believe she's been seen on many occasions, is that correct at all?
That is correct.
That she would go out there, somewhere out there, and meet this young man. And I feel she got caught. She got caught. And there was bloodshed out there somewhere.
There was bloodshed?
There was bloodshed. There was 2, maybe 3 people that was grouped together that lost their lives over this situation.
Yeah, actually, she fell in love with Richard Horton from Horton Towers. They couldn't get married because of different faiths. The Hortons were Protestant, Southwest were Catholic, and they were going to elope, and her father John and his 2 sons got note of this, and they met Richard and actually killed them.
I know it's also been noted by our mediums that there was a person actually laid out in a coffin.
This is a body. A body.
There's
and
a body on the floor.
And there's a, no, he's in a coffin. He's in a coffin, he's here. Freezing, absolutely freezing. There's a coffin.
In the parlour room. Have you any information on this?
Yeah, it has been noted. John Southworth always wanted to be laid out in front of his fire in the parlour.
Can I ask
What's the matter, Paul? What have you just seen?
Just saw a figure of a man just walk straight past this fireplace.
Yeah.
And on 2 occasions when they were having renovations done in the late 60s, early 70s, they took pictures on the cameras in them days, which were 35mm, and they actually put on the pictures was a coffin on the table in front of the fire, but there wasn't a coffin there.
You're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm seeing a whale. I don't know why I'm seeing a whale.
Okay.
And harpooning a whale.
Right.
In here.
In this particular room?
I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I am.
Jeanette actually sat on the wooden chair and she could actually feel like she was on the sea with whales. Have you any clarification on that?
Well, that actual chair, the main base of the seat is made out of a whalebone.
So that would answer that?
That would answer that question.
Wonderful.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some bones have been hidden or found.
There was actually 3 bodies buried in the front of the hall, which was dug up in the late 60s, early 70s.
I know in the priest's room it has been said that the priest has actually been beheaded.
On my hands and knees, like this, and I'm praying, and I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know it was coming, and these men steamed into this space, these soldiers, and would have lopped this priest's head straight off.
There was his head, well, I've seen his head just being taken off.
His head's been actually chopped off.
And I feel here just masses of blood around me.
This is gruesome. This is blood.
It is.
And there's mass of blood. Mass.
That's what I said.
There was a priest actually murdered in there by the soldiers that you mentioned earlier that Paul picked up on, and they actually executed him upstairs and took him outside and did a few more things to him.
And you can still actually physically see a blood stain on the floor.
And actually even physically seeing the blood.
Right,
that's the only way I can describe it.
There's blood still
There's blood.
here.
Right, okay.
A priest was beheaded by soldiers, and his blood stained the floor so intensely that no one was able to wash it away. To this very day it has been known to reappear.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for clarifying the information, Gordon.
You're welcome.
We've had a wonderful evening tonight in Samlesbury Hall. Some fantastic information has been picked up by the mediums and clarified by Gordon, the old caretaker. But that's all we've got time for in this particular programme. So until next time, good night. Okay, it's been a fantastic night, hasn't it?
Oh my God.
Can't wait to get up.
I tell you what, Penny, you can scream, love.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Wonderful. She certainly can scream.
Come on.
Oh, brilliant. Go on, you.